ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you for today's session. Today we are going to discuss. So we'll continue the discussion which started yesterday. We were discussing 6 slokas, 20th to 25th of the 6th chapter, 20, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. We were discussing these slokas. In that, we have seen there is sampragnata samadhi, asampragnata samadhi. In asampragnata samadhi, there is no chitta vritti. So there is no chitta vritti. So yogas chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta vrittis, that means chitta vrittis means it's a function of the heart. Any vikara and any changes, these are all completely stopped. Yogas chitta vritti nirodha iti. This is the Patanjali Sutra. Based upon that, so we are understanding asampragnata samadhi. This Ashtanga Yoga performer follow asampragnata samadhi. He will be reaching samadhi. Before that, he controls his mind. That means he is cleansed. To enter into the yoga, what is needed? Controlling of the mind. One should control his mind and that should be engaged to dwell in only in self. That means it is not going to accept any sense objects. There is no inflow of the sense objects into the mind. Then after that, so that clean mind is engaged to meditate on Paramatma. Then gradually, so that meditation will become, that is known as dharana, and that will enter into the dhyana. When that meditation become continuous, then it will be dhyana. Then after that, final stage is samadhi. We have seen to enter into the, yeah. So this is how many days it will take to enter into samadhi. यद्यपि शीघ्रं न सिद्ध्यति तदपि अयं मे योगः संसेत्स्यते एव संसेत्स्यत्येव इति यः निश्चयः तेन. That means it's not a easy thing actually. but one has to patiently should try. Anirvinna chetasa etavatapi. This also we discussed in yesterday's class. Then we have to begin from here. Anirvinna chetasapi chetasa anirvinna चेतसै चेतसा एतावतापि कालेन योगः न सिद्धः किमतः परं कष्टेन इत्यनुतापो निर्वेदः तद्रहितेन चेतसा. So anirvinna chetasa is there in this sloka. So that is being said as what? One has to, one should not get any pain. Anutapah nirvedah tadrahitena. Disappointment, you can say. Anutapa means here some kind of disappointment. Oh, it is taking so much time. Etavata kalena yoga na siddha. Oh, so much time it is taking, but I is not able to get any improvement. So kim atah param. So I spent so many years. And how it is possible? By spending for a few more years. And this kind of disappointment one should not have. That is known as anirvinna chetasa. Iha janmani janmantare va siddhyatu. One should be determined to continue this, trying to meditate on Paramatma and make it steady. And before that, stopping mind to go behind the sense objects. These are all not easy things. But how one should be determined is being explained by these words Anirvinna Chetasa. Iha janmani janmantare va siddhyatu. It may, I may become successful in this lifetime or maybe another lifetime. Kimme tvaraya. What is hurry for me? No hurry. Dhairya. Tvaraya iti dhairya. This kind of dhairya one should have. Okay. Tad yetad Gaudapada udahu. Gaudapada is a follower of Gaudapadaha is a follower of uh, Advaita philosophy. He is the Vyasatirtha wrote Nyayamritam. For that, Madhusudan Saraswati wrote the Khandana. That means refutation for that. That is Advaita Siddhi. And to that Khandana, that means refutation of that Advaita Siddhi. Vyasatirtha is Madhva follower. Dvaita Siddhanta he established. By taking these so many sentences of Shankaracharya and he defeated that. Then Vyasatirtha's whatever the work is there, that is being defeated by Advaita Siddhi, book Advaita Siddhi. Advaita Siddhi is a refutation of Nyayamritam, which is written by Vyasatirtha. And Advaita Siddhi, who wrote? Madhusudan Saraswati. And Madhusudan Saraswati's Advaita Siddhi is refuted by one more Madhva follower. And that work is being defeated by Gaudapa. They are all very powerful acharyas. So this Gaudapada is explaining, he's giving an example actually. You all know this story. What is that story? Atra kadachit akyaki. Actually, Gaudapa says utseka uday utseka udadehe yadvat कुशाग्रेण एक बिंदुना मनसः निग्रह तद्वत् भवेद अपरिखेदतः. Gaudapada is explaining, not that story, but it is this sloka. So, like, if you want to take the water from a ocean, for that, what you are using? You are using one kushagra, means kusha grass. That tip of that kusha is holding water. Na? When you put into water, and if you lift it, how much water is sticking to that kusha? Very little, this much one, less than one drop. And using that, you are trying to evaporate or take out all the water from ocean. So to do this, how much patience you need? Can you imagine? Similarly, one Ashtanga yogi should need this kind of patience to control his mind and to meditate on Paramatma. That much patience. Nirveda, that means one should not get any disappointment. Even in the case of bhakti, also same. One may do sadhana, but so not able to realize the Lord, not able to get the realization, but still one has to keep on continuing his sadhana. That has to happen. One should be patient. Utsahat, nischaya, dhairya. Dhairya means patience. Patiently, one has to keep on continuing his sadhana. In every process, it is like that one. Compared to all other process, bhakti is so quick. It gives very quick results and very easy also. And very also, while doing that sadhana, also it is giving the pleasure to you. But remaining process like jnana and the Ashtanga yoga are very difficult. Even Nishkama Karma Yoga is not an ordinary thing. Understanding the karma, that means own duties, and following strictly and offering that to the Lord without any attachment. That is not at all easy thing actually. Whatever we do, we have a lot of attachment. It's unbelievable attachment we have. When you try to leave it, then you'll understand. So much attachment. So this is very difficult. Very difficult. Even in the case of devotees, also one should have detachment from the results of their work. So detachment means there is no personal gratification, and that should be given for the pleasure of the Lord. So, and one more story is there. Atra kadachit akyahika sti. Akyahika means one story, small story. Akyahika means a small story is known as Akyahika. So some stories there. Kasachit kila pakshinah andani tirastitani taranga vegena samudro jahar. There are some eggs are there. One bird's eggs. Once upon a time, there is a small bird. Birds, what they do? They keep their eggs on the bank of ocean, on the seashore. Actually, they keep eggs under the sand. So one bird is there. Then what happened? This ocean took away all those eggs through one tide. Tirastitani, taranga vegena, samudra jahar. So the ocean has stolen those eggs, taken away. Not stolen, taken away actually. Jahara. Such a samudram soshaishyami eva iti pratignaya. Swamukagren ekaikam jalabindum upari prachikshepa. Then this bird got angry. And what? It wants to get its eggs. That's why by using its beak, swamukha agrena, the tip of that, it is only holding little water and trying to throw it that water from the ocean to away far place. And it took a pratigna. This bird took a pratigna. I will completely evaporate this. I will empty this whole ocean. a small bird, and it is started doing this. ततश्च सः बहुभिः पक्षिभिः बन्धुभिः युक्त्या वार्यमाणोऽपि नैवोपरराम. There are so many friendly, that means family members, other birds. They all came to her and they are saying, they are giving a lot of logics. Oh my dear, it's not so easy to dry up this whole ocean. How much you are? You are a small bird. How much lifetime you have? Generally, birds live for a very small amount of time, maybe 1 year, 2 years, that's all. So every day, if you take up this many water and like this many water, so like this, so in these many days, this much water only will be emptied. Then how it is possible to dry up this entire ocean? Like that, they were giving this so many yuktis, and based upon the logics, they tried to stop this bird. Bandhubihi Pakshibihi. Many birds came and they all trying to convince him to not to do this activity because logically it is impossible. But even they tried to stop Varyamanopi Naivo Pararam. This bird didn't stop its endeavor to dry up that, to empty that ocean. यदृच्छया च तत्र आगतेन नारदेन निवारितोऽपि अस्मिन् जन्मनि जन्मान्तरे वा समुद्रं शोषयिष्याम्येव इति तदग्रेपि पुनः प्रतिजज्ञे. Then accidentally to that place Narada Muni came, and asked Narada also tried to convince this bird, hey, it's not possible. Huh? It's very difficult. Don't do this. Then what this bird said? Asmin Janmani. Maybe in this life. If it is not possible, in the next life, I will completely dry up this ocean. Samudram Soshaishya. Soshaishya means dry up. I'll dry up this entire ocean. Tadagrepi Punah Pratijagni. Once again, this bird did even a firm vow. It took a firm vow, pledge. It did a very strong pledge. Punah Pratijagni. Then Tatascha Daivanukulyat Krupaluhu Narado Garudam Tatsahayaya Preshayamasa. Then Narada Muni was going back. Then by the fortunately he saw Garuda. And Narada is so merciful. And he told to Garuda, so see, your friend. So he sent that Garuda to give help to this bird because Garuda is the king for the birds, and your family member, your another bird, is enduring to do this, and her eggs are taken away, and you go and help. Then Samudrastvadiya Gnati Drohena Tvam Amanyata iti Vakyena. So then Garuda actually, yes, he took very serious because, yes, Tvadiya Gnati Drohena. Because Narada told to this Garuda, your jati, that means he is also the small bird is also bird, Garuda is also bird. Your jati means race. So your family member is cheated by this Samudra. Drohan, Tvam Amanyata. You cannot neglect this. You should go and give the justification to this small bird. Then Garuda came. Tataha Garuda Pakshavatena. Then Garuda what? Pakshavatena Shushan Samudro Atibeta. Garuda is a very big bird, and he started so moving his wings, and because of that heavy wind started blowing, and that wind is taking out the huge amount of water from that ocean. Now, by seeing this, Samudro Atibita, Samudra became very much fearful, Very soon he is going to finish this, all the water. So then what he did? Tan yandani tasmai pakshine dadau. Then Samudra gave all the eggs to that bird. Iti, this is the story actually. We hear Evameva Sastra Vachanastikyena Yoge Gnane Bhaktava Pravartamanam Utsahavantam Adhyavasinam Adhyavasayinam Janam Bhagavaneva Anugruhnati iti Nischetavyam. So from this story, we have to learn an important lesson. What is that lesson? Any process, yoga, that means in Ashtanga Yoga, Jnane means in the Jnana Yoga, Bhakta, even in the Bhakti Yoga, even in the Bhakti process. You have to, whatever the process is given, that is Sastra Vachana Astikyena. Shastra is saying, if you follow this process, you are going to get this result. Like if you do the Shravanam Kirtanam 24 hours, you are going to get the Krishna Prema. This is a statement of the Shastra. If you do this meditation through the Ashtanga Yoga, you are going to get the Brahman realization. This is a Shastra statement. Otherwise, you didn't realize this. Otherwise, it's not a someone's statement. It's not the someone's opinion. It is a statement of the Shastra. If you do Ashtanga Yoga, you are going to get the Brahman realization. And if you do this Jnana process, if you study the Upanishads and based upon the strength of that knowledge, and if you can see the everything as one, then you will be getting the Brahman realization. This is also statement of the Shastra, and one should have firm faith on that Shastra Vachana. Shastra Vachana Astikyena. So one should be trust on that statement of the Shastra and being being in, being informed by that Shastra statement, one has to start the any one process, any whatever process, based upon his association, he starts. So pravartamanam utsahavantam adyavasayinam janam. So if one is started doing with the lot of enthusiasm, and he should not feel any type frustration. So many way people will come and say, this is not possible actually. You cannot achieve. And yourself. So many thoughts comes and they try to convince you it's not possible. Oh, this Krishna Prema, how it is, it's not possible to get. It's there or not, this, that. So many thoughts will come. But one has to be very utsahavan, utsahavantam. If we should be utsahavan means enthusiastically and patiently. So if one keep on adyavasayinam, if he is endeavoring, janam bhagavaneva anugruhnati. Lord only will give his mercy actually, and finally he will get the result. The Lord will come at some time, point of time. Definitely, logically, it is impossible to get the result. But Lord will come and help, like in the case of the bird, Narada. So, by the will of the Lord, Narada met the Garuda and he informed to Garuda, so and so, then Garuda went. So, similarly, by the mercy of the Lord, definitely I can get the result. With this way, one should determine nischetavyam. One should have determination like that and keep on endeavoring, life after life. Maybe in this life or in the next life. So, because now we didn't start the real bhakti. We are not very seriously doing the bhakti, only we are doing some sense gratification and a little amount of bhakti. So that's why out of this material sense gratification, we are habituated for the many lives, we are enjoying that. And also we are doing the little devotion. So we are very much satisfied. Okay, fine. But when we seriously start for 24 hours your devotion, so many anarthas also once again. So I will come in a heavy way and tolerating all those and keep on putting one step forward and you will feel actually when you really and also fully surrendering to the Krishna, depending on him, and engaging your whole life for dedicatedly for him, and doing not just life, giving the every minute to him, then you so much reflection, so many difficulties you may see, but still one should be very strongly determined that the Lord will give his mercy and I will be successful. With that determination, one should go. But yeah, in the beginning, yes, we are encouraged. We are encouraged to, even if one small step if you put in the path of the bhakti, everyone will encourage. Yeah, very nice. Wow, very nice devotion is doing. But gradually, you should understand it's not the ending of the story. It's just the beginning. Our bhakti life is began with the 16 rounds and morning waking up. This is not the ending of the story. This is beginning actually. One should not underestimate the bhakti process. One should not imagine the already he achieved the result. That is another foolishness. That's why one should observe carefully how his consciousness whole day, our consciousness is so much amount of time, hours and hours it is away from the Krishna. This is has to be observed. That means we are doing simple little activities and thinking that we achieved everything. This kind of ignorance should not be there. So becoming 24 hours Krishna consciousness is not a joke actually. It is not a, yeah. And also, it is very difficult, definitely, yes. But also, one should be have astikya. That means Shastra is saying. Shastra is saying if you follow this process, we'll get the result. And also, Bhagavaneva Anugruhnatu. Lord will give his mercy to go. Mercy means to stop endeavoring and raising your hands and sitting on the bank. No, God didn't do like that. Just sitting on the land, Lord will come and do give mercy. Then my eggs will come back. No, no, it is seriously endeavoring. So Lord will give mercy to only those people who are really seriously endeavoring and who are putting the complete efforts and full efforts. Like in the case of the bird, if bird is simply sitting and thinking, oh, Garuda will come or someone will come and they will do, then will they do help? Garuda will do the help? No. With the full sweat, the small bodies bringing out each and every drop. One drop it is bringing and throwing out. That is. That made the Garuda to give his mercy. Otherwise, why Garuda will do? Similarly, Lord. एतादृश योगाभ्यासे प्रवृत्तस्य प्राथमिकं कृत्यम् अन्यं च कृत्यम् आह संकल्पयति भाभ्याम्. So, like this, last two slokas also are showing one should have strong sankalpa. One should have strong sankalpa. Even in the bhakti, any yoga process, sankalpa should be very strong. Okay. Kaman tyaktva iti prathamikam krityam. In the beginning of this process is leaving all the desires and ending nakinchidapi chintayet ityantyam krityam. He has to do two things. Beginning is what? Leave all the material desires. Ending is what? Nakinchidapi chintayet. Not thinking about anything else. This is the ending. Ending of this Ashtanga Yoga process. In the beginning, he should leave all the material desires and engage the mind. What is the end result? Where is the ending? Ending is no other further thinking. Nakinchidapi chintayet. He is not at all thinking about even a little bit also about other than the so Brahman. So this is ending actually. So that's why even in the Bhakti Yoga process also we should know what is the end result. You should not pre-assume that we already got. Yeah, Prabhupada said, yes, Prabhupada said, he's giving the encouragement to us. Prabhupada said that you should do this process strictly. Yes, definitely we'll be getting the result. That means we are given in the kept in the track, and if you travel, then you'll reach the destination. And one should fully Krishna consciousness. This is also Prabhupada said. Yes, sir. Gopal said everything. Na? 24 hours he should be Krishna consciousness. How many times he wrote in the purports? Several times. Read the Bhagavatam. Several times he wrote. And also he wrote it's not a easy thing. But also one should endeavor. We should take all the instructions. Only favorable instructions and taking it. We should not become lazy actually. It doesn't mean that we are encouraged to do the sense gratification. No. Both will not go together. यतो यतो निश्चलति मनस् मनश्चञ्चलमस्थिरम् ततस्ततो नियम्येतत् आत्मन्येवावशं नयेत् यदि च प्राक्तन दोषात् दोषोद्गमवशात् rajoguna so that means we should be fully determined and leave all the desires and try to focus on Paramatma, and we should be patiently endeavoring to meditate on Paramatma continuously. If someone is not able to do that, and if he is touched by the Rajoguna, and his mind is becoming very flickering, is getting agitated because of this Rajoguna, then what he has to do? Yata yataha nischalati manas chanchalam astiram. Wherever mind goes, and he has to bring it back and try to control that. He keep on enduring. Tada punar yogam. That means again and again he should do the practice of bringing mind back to back. That means from that sense objects. This he has to keep on doing. Prashantamana ह्येनं yoginam sukhamuttamam upaiti shantarajasam brahmabhutam akalmasham. So, but like that, if he practice, then what will happen? Finally, so tasya samadhi sukham syat. Then you'll get the samadhi. Or sometimes what will happen? You reach to the steady meditation, and once again mind being touched by the Rajoguna, getting agitated. Then what you have to do? You have to once again bring it back into the control and keep on meditating on the Parama. Then you'll get the Samadhi. This has to be done at any stage. Even in the beginning stage, try to meditate that means dwelling in the only self, not allowing mind to go outside. This is the beginning, na? So this also, at this, you are able to dwell in self itself. But sometimes, because of touch of the Rajoguna, you may get agitated. Once again, you should do the practice, do the endeavor again. And like that, it has to be continued. Yunjannevam sadatmanam yogi vigata kalmasha sukena brahma sparsham atyantam sukam asnoti. So like this, he is doing. And maybe long time he is steady in samadhi. And he may, that samadhi may be broken. Then once again, he do like this. Finally, he will be getting the sukam asnute. Jivan mukta eva bhavati. He will become Jivan mukta. That means from the dhyana to the samadhi is not going to happen. Just one attempt and you enter into the samadhi, then out. No. That samadhi may be broken. Samadhi sukham. Samadhi may be broken. Samadhi means not seeing the difference between the upasana and upasaka. Upasaka will never see the difference between himself and upasya, and not thinking. Then I am meditating. This kind of thought also is not there. So because he stopped everything and he fully merged into the Brahman, and that can be broken also. And then what he has to do? Again, he has to endeavor. Samadhi can be broken at any time. Once again, you will get the Samadhi. When he will become finally, that means he steady in that Samadhi, then what will happen? Jivan Mukta eva bhavati. He will become Jivan Mukta. Sarvabhutastam Atmanam Sarvabhutani Chatmani ईक्षते योग युक्तात्मा सर्वत्र समदर्शिनः. This Jivan Mukta, then who is in the always in the Samadhi? Jivan Muktasya tasya Brahma Sakshatkaram darsheti. So Sarva Bhutastam Atmanam Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma. This Jivan Mukta, how he see the things that is being explained here. Sarvabhutastam Atmanam iti means Paramatmanah Sarvabhutadishtatritvam Atmani iti Paramatmanah Sarvabhuta Adhishthanam cha. He will be seeing everything in Paramatma and also Paramatma in everything. Ikshate means he is directly seeing, he is aparokshataya anubhavati. That means he is directly seeing, like how to we are seeing this object about pen and you are seeing the pen, that is a paroksha. But you are seeing with the eye contact, this is known as aparoksha. So like that, this Jivan Mukta is seeing everywhere Paramatma. Yoga Yuktatma Brahma Karantah Karana Samam Brahmaiva Pashyati iti Samadarshina. But one who merged into the Brahman, Yoga Yuktatma, here the word Yoga Yuktatma is there. That means Brahma Karantah Karana. That means his Antakarana is having only one vritti. What is that vritti? That's everything is Brahman. Only that vritti is there. Then what will happen? He will be seeing everything. Samam Brahmaiva Pashyati. He will be seeing the Brahman. So here two things are Samadarshina. Two things are said. What is it? Seeing Paramatma, seeing Brahman. So seeing Paramatma, you'll go and merge into the Paramatma. And seeing Brahman, you will go and merge into the Brahman. Like this. Both are the Jivan Mukta realizations. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvancha mai pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sachame na pranashyati. So evam aparokshanubhavinaha falama. If someone is able to see everywhere Paramatma and everything in Paramatma, so what? Tasya aham brahma na pranashyami na apratyakshi bhavami. Or whoever is saying everywhere Brahman and whoever is seeing everywhere Brahman, everything as Brahman. So Lord is giving assurance. So that means he is directly experiencing such a person. Na apratyakshi bhavami. So Lord is not going to become disappearing. That means Brahman, Paramatma, everything is Lord only, na? So he will not go away from them. That means they are always seeing that. Atha mat pratyakshataayam shashwatikyam satyam sayogi me madupasaka na pranashyati na kadachitapi prashyati. So like this Jivan Mukta always being engaged in the Paramatma, this Jivan Mukta seeing everywhere Paramatma or seeing everywhere Brahma. This will be there forever. Shashwatikyam means always, forever he will be getting. He will leave this physical body and he will be getting, yes, that Brahman realization. That means Brahma will enter into the Brahman. That will be there for Shashvata. Sarvabhutastitam yomam भजेत्येकत्वमास्थितः सर्वथा वर्तमानोऽपि स योगी मयि वर्तते एवं मद अपरोक्षानुभूतिपूर्वदशायामपि सर्वत्र परमात्मा भावनया भजतः योगिनः न विधिकैङ्कर्यम् इत्यर्हः परमात्मैव सर्वकारणत्वाद् एकः someone who is seeing Paramatma everywhere, and Paramatma is cause of everything, and he is seeing Paramatma everywhere, and he is understanding Paramatma is cause for everything. Sarvabhutastam yomam bhajatyekatvam sarvada vartamanopi, and he is doing Shravana Smaranadi Bhajana Yuktah Bhavati. So since he is seeing everywhere Paramatma, he is keep on doing the Shravanam Smaranam of the Paramatma. Then such a person, Sasarvadha, Shastroktam karma kurvan, akurvan va vartamano mai vartate. Even he may does the Shastrokta karma or may not do, but he is still always in me only, but he is not in any samsara. That is the meaning. Atmopamyena sarvatra samam pashyati yorjuna sukam va yadi va dukkam sayogi paramo mataha kincha sadhana dashayam yogi sarvatra samah स्यात् इति युक्तं तत्र मुखसाम्यं व्याचष्टे आत्मौपम्येन सुखं वा दुःखं वा इति यथा मम सुखं प्रियं दुःखम् अप्रियं तथैव अन्येषामपि इति सर्वत्र समं पश्यन् सुखमेव सर्वेषां यो वाञ्छति न तु कस्यापि दुःखं स योगी श्रेष्ठः ममाभिमतः. So now we have seen the what? How to endeavor for how one should be patient enough to get the final result. That is being explained 20 to 25. Then after that, how one has to, that means how what kind of realization you will be getting. If so while reaching to the samadhi also you'll be falling down. That means you will, because of touching of the rajoguna, that samadhi may be broken, but one has to continuously endeavor to be in the samadhi. Then he is continuously in the samadhi means he is now he is successful. He is known as Jivan Mukta. And that Jivan Mukta see everywhere Paramatma, and you will see the Samadarshina. You will be seeing the, or otherwise you will be seeing Brahman everywhere. So this is happening, and such a people finally they will be so getting the finally that realization will be there forever. So then such a person Even if he does that Shastrokta karma, the karma which is given by the prescribed karma by the Shastra, I may do and may not do, but still he is not in samsara. That we understood. Now we are hearing in the sadhana dasha. That means while doing the sadhana, that means before reaching to the samadhi, in that beginning stages, how one should be have the consciousness. So atmopamyena sarvatra samam pashyati cha yo arjuna sukham va iti va dukkam sayogi paramah mata. So how he should be. So his pain is pain for, like for in his own case, pleasure is so much priyam. Priyam means is liking, and dukkham is apriyam, is disliking. In his own case, for him, sukham is liking and dislike. Dukkham is, that means sorrow is disliking. Na? Same way, anyeshamapi sarvatra samam pashyan. To to see Paramatma everywhere and so and so, what he has to do, he has to cultivate initially some qualities. What kind of quality? So his pain in his case is disliking and pleasure is liking. Similarly, in others' case also, he has to see same. Oh, this pain for my pain is real pain and his pain is not pain. No. He should feel pain of the other living entities also. He should feel pleasure of the other living entities also. Like this, you will be having this kind of mentality. That means if he is feeling hungry, then he is eating. And if someone dog is just standing and there and it is full of hungry and is looking so very uh, with hope. So when he is feeling hungry, and you are not feeling hungry of that dog, and you are feeling you are hungry and you are feeling your own belly, then this is not good actually. Then he is not a yogi. He cannot achieve to see Paramatma everywhere. No, it's not possible. Even in the Kanishta's case, in the Bhakti also same. Kapila Muni says, Kanishta Adhikari is seeing the Lord in only in the deity, but he has to in the Uttama Adhikari stage, what he has to see Lord everywhere. His Ishtadaivam has to see everywhere. So for that, initially Kanishta Adhikari, what he has to see, he has to cultivate his, again, that same example is given. If he is feeling hungry, his hungry is real hungry, and others' hungry is not real hungry. He should not think like that. He has to help them. Where, how, what mood? Not in the physical level, but in the mood of there is also this body is the house of the Paramatma. Yes or not? In every body, Paramatma is there or not? Because he is seeing the Lord in only in the deity. Now he has to cultivate that Lord is there everywhere. So for that, this animal body is also is a place where Paramatma is residing. So now with that consciousness, he should help them. He should feel pain of other living entities with that consciousness. Then only it is spiritual. Otherwise, material level, oh, it's so beautiful. I like dogs, puppy, like that. And that puppy feeling is not good. That's material. With the vision of what this Kanishtadhikari, I have to see everywhere Paramatma and every living entity. In every living entity, the Lord is there. So that's why I should serve. With that mood, Kanishta has to serve. Then he will progress. So that is the same thing here also said. So Sayogi, Sreshtaha. This kind of yogi is the beginning stage only. It's not the ending. So now you should understand how much we are still having to achieve. We are nothing in this process, but we should be hopeful. How much hope we should have? Even take a kusha grass, and with that grass, so you are trying to take out the drops of that ocean. For that, how much patience one required to dry up the entire ocean? The same. Vishwanath is saying, Arjuna Uvacha. योऽयं योगस्त्वया प्रोक्तः साम्येन मधुसूदन तस्याहं न पश्यामि चिञ्चलत्वात् स्थितिं स्थिरम्. So Arjuna is saying, my God, O Lord, whatever the yoga you explain, this Ashtanga yoga, this is very difficult. That means seeing everything equal, others' pain as his own pain. Samyasya, especially in the last sentence, in the Sādharandasya, what he has to do? He has to see the Samyam, that means equipoiseness. Others' pain as his own pain. So, others' pleasure also has his own pleasure. This kind of Samya Bhava one should have. This is very difficult. Dushkaratvam. So, yoyam yoga tvaya prokta samyena madhusudana. Samyena means seeing everything equally. Tasya aham na pashyami. So, etasya samyena praptasya yogasya stiram sarvadikam sthitim na pashyami. Yesha yoga sarvada na tishtati kintu tichatur dvinanyeva ityarthaha. That means now you heard and you started from Krishna and from in our class we discussed now. We have to see others' pain as our own pain. Then we started practicing this for the maybe three chatur dinanyeva. Vishwanath is saying maybe 3 days or 4 days. Then after that, mana, that means mind will be very disturbing and very jumping here and then you'll forget. You cannot, you cannot maintain this. It's not an easy thing, Arjuna is saying. Maintaining equipoiseness towards all the living entities, seeing other pains as his own pain, is not an easy thing. Because of the instability of the mind. So tatha atma sukha dukkha samameva sarva jagat varti jananam sukha dukkham pashyediti samyuktam. That means in his own case, how he feel about the pain and pleasure, same way he should feel for the all the living entities in the whole the universe. That means he has to see ye bandavaha tatistascha teshu samyam bhaved. Ye ripavaha. That means one should be having equipoise for the even his own people to the neutral people. But this can be easy. But in the case of the enemy's case also, you should see his pain is his own pain and his pleasure is his own pleasure. Ye ripavaha ghatakaha dvestaraha. And someone ghatakas are there who are going to harm you, but you should see their pain as your own pain, their pleasure as your own pleasure. Dvestaraha, nindakaha. Someone are there to insult you. And this is not so easy. Arjuna is thinking this is not so easy. Nahi maya swasya yudhishthirasya duryodhanasya cha sukadukke sarvada tulye drashtum shikyate. So Arjuna is thinking, now Arjuna has to see equally Yudhishthir and Duryodhan both. He can see Yudhishthir's pain as his own pain and Yudhishthir's pleasure as his own pleasure. But he cannot see Duryodhan's pain as his own pain and Duryodhan's pleasure as his own pleasure. It's not a possible. So Arjuna is thinking and he is asking this question. How it is possible? Seeing equally everywhere. Everyone's pain as his own pain and everyone's pleasure as his own pleasure. How it is possible? Yadicha swasya sa yadicha swasya स्वरिपूर्णां च जीवात्मा परमात्मा प्राणेन्द्रिय दैहिक भूतानि सामान्य. इति विवेकेन पश्येत् तदा तत् खलु द्वित्रिदिनान्येव स्यात्. This is only possible for, so seeing, even if I see only for 2-3 days, I can maintain this. Because ati prabalasya cha ati sinchalasya cha manasa. Mind is so flickering, so unstable, and is very powerful. And controlling that is not possible. And also it is very much attached to the material things. So then, tena manasaiva vivekasya grasyamanatvad. That means whatever you have, this intelligence is stolen by that mind. That will be stolen. That intelligence is stolen by mind, and it will make you to remember, forget that, and that little. Now viveka we got. We have to see everything as equal. That will be stolen by the mind, and mind will go away here and there. So how it is possible? Seeing equally everything. So this is the question. And one more question he asked. Then after that, Krishna will give the answer. We'll see tomorrow. 3 questions. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Vancha, Kalpatarupescha, Kapa Sindhubhyo, Patitanam, Pavani, Vaishnavibhyo Namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnava